Well, hello and welcome to a beautiful autumn day out on the boat. I've not done a boat video for a while and I've actually struggled to get out, but today we're out and the target is cod. And it is a gorgeous flat calm day. It's so sunny I can't even see. I also can't see where I'm going, but I'm sure we'll make it out. I'm going to a spot with some rough ground that's not very far out of Lytham at all. And I'm going to fish lugworm and squid baits on the bottom and hope for a cod. There's loads of cod coming out around the Fyldecoast right now. So I'm hoping to get in on the action. I've not caught a lot of cod on this boat, so it'd be nice to put a nice fish on the boat today. Let's get out there and see how we do. Today's rig is simple as it gets. I've just got this metal boom rig. It's essentially a 2-hook flapper but with metal booms instead of the little bits of line running off. My friend Eddie gave me that and I'm going to fish that with fresh lug, tip with squid, just off to the rough ground here, and hopefully that should do us a fish.
I don't have many cod marks in the estuary, so I chose today to anchor on an area of rough ground closest to where I've previously caught cod on the boat. I've also anchored here before and know it to provide prolific whiting fishing, which is always a good sign the cod aren't too far behind.
It's just beautiful out here today. You don't get many days like this, especially not cod fishing. Oh, there's a bite. I suspect we'll get a lot of whiting today. Yeah, you're not usually fishing in your t-shirt for cod. I was just about to bait the second rod up and I saw a bite on this one. I don't know if you saw that on the camera, but might get a lot of that today. I didn't put a lot of bait on this either, so it might well be stripped. But I think if you're catching a lot of whiting, you're probably in the right place. I've never caught cod without catching whiting. If the whiting are running through and feeding, the cod will be with them. Give that a bit of time while we set the second rod up. I've just caught the first whiting, and because it gave quite a big bite and quite a big fight, I was thinking maybe it's a cod, but look at the size of it for a whiting. I've caught cod smaller than that. That is actually an eating fish. I'm probably going to put it back, but yeah, it shows we're doing the right thing anyway. There he is. If we're fishing through them, we're doing something right. I reckon we might have a chance today. Let's get this one back.
I did actually take this whiting as it was quite deep hooked.
Well, these whiting are coming thick and fast now, and I can barely keep a rod in the water as suspected. So what I think I'm going to do is just fish with one rod. If it goes quiet, I'll put a second one out. Otherwise I'm just going to stick to the one. We'll keep wading through fish like this. The larger whiting, I might keep the odd one. These little guys, I'm just popping them back. But you can go bigger and bigger baits to try and put off the whiting and get cod, but you'll be really surprised how big a bait a whiting will take. So I find you may as well just fish through them. Well, I am going to fish a second rod, but so it doesn't get hectic, I'm not fishing like a 2-hook flapper rig or anything. I'm literally just fishing a running ledger to a big hook, and I'm going to put something like a whole squid on that. So hopefully that will put whiting off. I know I've just said whiting aren't easy put off, but hopefully that'll dissuade a lot of these smaller whiting, and I might just get big nice whiting on this, but hopefully a cod. There's still some bass around as well, that's a possibility. I am over rough ground, you know, you never count them out. I wouldn't say I'm bass fishing very well right now, but yeah, we'll give this a go. Cannot keep that rod in the water. Constant bites. Yeah, let's fish that bait out and see if that attracts anything bigger. If I get a big cod on this little rod, I'll be in for a bit of a battle. But that'll be a nice problem to have. when I do stuff like this, I'll now convince myself if I get a bite on that rod, it will be like a £20 cod, just because there's a whole squid on it. It's not even a big squid. And another one. These might at some point get boring, so I'm not going to film every single one. Maybe just the bigger ones. That's potentially a slightly nicer fish, that one. If they get a little bit bigger than that, I might start keeping a few of them. Interestingly as well, this is whiting number, I don't know, 6 or 7. Every single one has come on the bottom hook of that rig. This top hook, I've not had that bait's the first bait I put on it. I've not had anything, whereas everything is coming on that bottom hook, so doesn't actually surprise me, that, to be honest. They're quite bottom grubbing fish that we're fishing for. Let's get them back. My theory of the big squid bait to deter the whiting didn't work, but it's not a bad whiting. I have actually had quite a good bite on the other rod, and I lost a fish that fought a little bit harder, and it was a good bite, and now I'm going to think, was it a cod for the rest of the day? But it's probably just a big whiting. But you never know. I want one so bad. If anyone's watching this video thinking he's not going to catch one doing that, please offer any advice, because I really struggle on cod and I really want one this winter. I'm going to get one this winter. There's a fish, well juggled. There we go. Also, if anyone's watching this thinking this is a mint channel, that's some great fishing, put this guy back. I'm glad I come across these videos. Please do me a favour and just hit that subscribe button if you've not done it, because I never used to do it at all. I just watched people for free and didn't bother subscribing, but now I'm a YouTuber. It would be quite handy for me if you'd subscribe, and it'd help the channel grow. I would really appreciate that, so just thought I'd do a little shameless bump in the middle of the video. Back to fishing. Got the first double shot there. Surprised it's taken this long, to be fair, the amount that's around. I am not filming all these now, but it's just going slack, so might slow down a bit until the tide picks up, and then hopefully it'll pick up again. Well, now the tide's turned, there's actually a little bit of a ripple on, that's all, but it's not as flat calm as it was. Also, I can't see, which means for you this is probably quite silhouette-y, but we'll try and film what we can. I'll certainly make it work if we get a good fish. But I have to be wary that my tripod falling over, because that'd be bad. Another slightly nicer white in there. I've had to take the camera off the tripod because this wave's sort of got up a bit, but nothing to worry about. We'll crack on. Another white in there. Quite a nice size. But we'll keep pushing through him and hope for cod. Interestingly, this guy, I'll just show you. Just put that one back. He's actually coughing up. He's coughing up these little, that's a little sand goby, one of the ones that I get in the shrimp net. So that's what he's been eating. I imagine they're pretty easy to hunt. I imagine cod will eat the same thing, but yeah, always interesting what stuff's eating. Might be a bit silhouette-y this, but I'm getting good at this whiting juggling. There's another little whiting, not a big one, but the bites have slowed down a bit as the ebb's got going. So we'll give it another hour or so, and then we'll probably head in. I'm really hoping to get a cod, but I'm beginning to suspect it's not going to happen. We've got another bigger white in there, and that one was deep hooked as well, so we'll take that.
Caught it with him.
And then I've got two for the table. You're on film as well, so you better not mess it up. If this is a cod now, I'll be furious. This is the first one he's caught. I'll just give him some worm because he won't catch anything, and he's caught a whiting. Go on, lad.
Once the ebb really got going, the fishing picked up again. However, so did the weed, and although bites were regular, we found we could only keep catching if we very regularly brought those lines in so we could clear all the weed off them. This happens often at this mark on the ebb, but I think it was particularly worse today because of the big tide we were fishing.
Well, I think we're going to call it a day now, guys. We haven't got a cod, unfortunately. Neither of us. I'm fishing with another Weimar. I am a little disappointed that we didn't get a cod, but on the other hand, if you had this many whiting on a shore session, that would be an amazing session, so not to worry. We'll keep persevering, and hopefully we'll get a cod next time. I'm going to get one. I'm going to get a cod this winter or die trying, so see you next time.